Millie Alcock takes flight in first Supergirl trailer. Published by Collider. The first official Supergirl trailer is here. Millie Alcock stars as Kara Zor-El in the Craig Gillespie-directed film, set to release on June 26, 2026. This is the second on-screen debut for Kara Zor-El in James Gunn's DC universe. The first was a small cameo in Superman. At the Supergirl trailer watch party in New York, James Gunn was joined on stage with Gillespie, Cruella, Tanya, and Alcock to share their thoughts on the Woman of Tomorrow storyline, the collaboration between all departments of cast and crew, and why the film was made to be a standalone. This is just another high point in Gunn's DC Studios' reign, saying, "I remember when we showed people the Superman trailer for the first time, it was just one of the real highlights of that whole journey. And this is the next highlight in that journey." Supergirl is paving her own path. If you're expecting Supergirl to follow in the footsteps of Superman's tone, think again. At the watch party, Gillespie recalls an initial conversation with Gunn saying, "When we came in, and James was in the middle of shooting Superman when I met on this, I said, 'How much do you want us to tie into what you're doing?' And he said, 'I want to treat this like the comic book world, where each one is its own graphic novel, with its own artists and its own story writers. And this is your vision of it. Take that and do what you want with it.'" With the green light for a blank canvas, Gillespie was enthusiastic about creating something different. He said, "This is really an anti-hero story. What I loved about the script that Anna Noguera wrote and what James and Peter were supporting is, she's got a lot of baggage and a lot of demons coming into this, which is very different in where Superman is in his life. And having Millie be able to come in and play that, and all the complexity of that, and do it in a very human way, we can actually have empathy for her and the dance of the humor, and somebody that has that toughness was such a gift to get. And I'm excited for everyone to see that because it's really surprising the headspace that she's in." How Supergirl was influenced by House of the Dragon. Even before James Gunn and Peter Safran took over DC Studios, the duo were fantasizing about how they would create their own world, what projects would be included, and how it would take place. After reading Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Gunn said, "The first thing that excited me was reading this book and saying, I think that's something we could adapt as a film and really have a different take on Supergirl. So many times, female superheroes are so perfect, and she's not that at all. She's very imperfect, like male superheroes have been allowed to be for a while. And I was excited about doing it." With the Woman of Tomorrow storyline in place, Kara Zor-El needed casting. Gunn remembers a call with Safran, saying, "I said, you know who would be great? This is totally true, I remember. On the phone, you know who would be great as Supergirl? That little girl, that little, tiny kid, that little miniature human being from House of the Dragon. I think she's really got something special about her." Alcock played the younger version of Rhaenyra Targaryen in HBO's Game of Thrones prequel, a main role in the beginning of Season 1, and a few flashbacks in Season 2. On stage with Gunn and Gillespie, Alcock wanted to make sure everyone knew just how many people were involved in this project. She said, "It's really surreal seeing everyone's work come together. I feel like I'm really excited for everybody to see all of our crew's hard work, and curating the worlds, physically, all the aliens, all the VFX, literally thousands of people who made this project come to life. So I'm really excited for their work to be reflected."